A Syrian town that became a symbol of the fight against Daesh. Ain al-Arab, or as the locals call it, Kobani. With the help of coalition forces, Daesh has been pushed hundreds of kilometers south. Dr. Adham Shaheen is from Kobani and says about 2/3 of the people from the town are afraid to go back. It's not Daesh they fear, but the Syrian branch of the PKK, the YPG and their local brands, who he says deals harshly with any Kurds whose views differ from theirs.
The PKK, PYD and SDF stand against the Syrian revolution in the areas they exist. They carry out arrests and assassinations, and there are still revolutionaries under arrest in the areas controlled by them.
According to the Turkish authorities, there are more than 3.5 million Syrian refugees in Turkey. 300,000 of them are ethnic Kurds. Most of the people from Kobani who don't want to go back are living in the neighboring Turkish town of Suruç or in the camps around it. And Kurds who have lost faith in a peaceful and secure future in Syria have already started a new life in other Turkish cities. Gaziantep is one of these cities. Mustafa Misto says he didn't want to continue to live in a YPG-controlled area for the sake of his 5 children.
Any child older than 12 or 13 years can be forced into the armed services. Most of those children came back to their families as corpses and so-called martyrs, so much so that the graveyard of Kobani could become bigger than the town.
The U.S. Special Representative for Syria, James Jeffrey, visited Turkey in December, and Mustafa's wife, Nadia, went to meet him.
He asked me, why don't you want to go back? I told him that there is a compulsory armed service, and I have an 18-year-old son. I tried. I went there for 2 months, but there is no education, no security, no houses to live in.
Here, back at the Syrian border, a YPG flag flies in front of empty buildings. While the Turkish government is warning it's ready to act against any PKK-related threat on its borders, Turkish soldiers stand prepared and waiting. Another calm day in Kobani, but one may expect to be followed by a storm. Can Hasasu, TRT World, Suruç, at the Turkey-Syria border.